It's good to see the two of you, the five of you, everybody here. Yay, hooray. I've got the Snoopy deck in my hands because I guess I just like that one. Maybe it's like a comfort blankie. Maybe I'm Linus today. Who knows? But anyway, yay, yay, yay. Hi, guys. Hi. So I hope you're having a good day. I just got off the phone with Phil a little bit ago, and he's in the middle of Wyoming. So, yeah, it's one of those Mondays. Oh, no, Edie, I hope not. I hope it's a good Monday. I hope it's a really good one. So, yeah, we can get right into it pretty soon here. I was looking at that Enchanted Dreams deck, and it is so pretty, guys. I'm going to show you a few of the cards just so you can see. Full moon tonight, yeah. Should be big. Should be a good full moon. Full moon being big, yeah, that's kind of redundant. It should be a very beautiful one. So these are some of the cards. Look how beautiful those are. This is the Nine of Wands. Look at that. These are just so gorgeous. It's almost like, makes me think of the Good Tarot, and it's very like enchanted feeling. It's, it's dreamy. It's dreamy. It is called Enchanted, but it feels like surreal dream stuff. So yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, and I guess this is going to be the last blue moon for like, I don't know, over a year or something like that. That's considered a blue moon. So yeah. Yeah, these are beautiful ones. I love them. They have the Enchanted Soul by this artist, and then this one is the Enchanted Dream, and it's really quite beautiful. So yeah. So the line, I haven't even opened the list. So if you want to get on the list, that's great. So I've just barely got here, and I'm going to get some water in me, and then we'll start doing a few micros, and then we'll get the paid list, whatever it needs to look like. So yeah. Hey, Olivia. Hey, Kat. It's going good. It's a really good day. Come on in, sit a while. We'll throw some cards and have a little bit of fun. So if you've got a quick question for a micro, that's where I throw about 3 cards on something. And we'll take a look at that, and then we'll get the paid list going. Once you pay for a read, let Kim know. Let her know how you've paid and which read you want, because she'll keep my brain on straight. Because seriously, once I'm lost in the cards, I am down the rabbit hole and in it. And whatever's coming through, however wacky it will be, is like, ugh. Okay, Olivia, will WP pursue you soon? Let's take a look. We're going to the Elemental Wisdom Tarot for Olivia, and I'm going to aim this down just a little so you can see. Will WP pursue you soon? We're going to take 3 cards on this. Only 3. Getting a little bit of resistance. What's going on with that? Not yet. Usually 2 aces would be yes, but because you asked soon, I'm getting a not soon. You're thinking of soon is different than theirs. There's something about the boundary that needs to be held and sustained. So this is giving me a not yet. Soon in your terms might be in the term of 2 weeks. I don't think it's going to be anything close to that. I think we're looking at a couple of months here. Anything else going on with this? Yeah. 2 of Cups. I'm getting in a couple of months. That's what I'm getting for that. So this could be, don't expect it in 2 weeks, and let things build slowly. This is an interesting word. Let things be revealed slowly. So get to know each other slowly. Get to know what's going on in the situation slowly. There's a truth and there's a gift in doing it that way. So that's what I've got. JD. Okay. Is it a good move? Okay. So JD, if you paid for a full reading or whatever, then we'll go on that. Olivia, it makes so much sense. Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. Good. JD is Janica. Hi. Hi. That's when I have to squint closer to the phone and see, and it's like, yay. Yay. Okay. So next is Janica. What kind of read is it, Kim? So full read for Janica. Okay, we're going to go right there. Okay. Janica. We're going to this little crazy fairies deck for a full read for Janica. Are you interviewing for you are interviewing for a higher position? Will you get hired, and is it a good move? We're going to look. Full for Janica. Okay, I want to take these first, and we're going to take a look at what's going on down here. So 1 second. All right. We're seeing the Page of Wands with huge exuberance going forward. Now, there's something that's a little bit of a delay with the Hangman coming up. So the Page of Wands and the Hangman, yeah, it's a really good move for you. It makes you very excited, but there's a little bit of a delay. I think you are going to get higher, but there's something that you need to look back on. There's something here. You've got the Queen of Cups. She looks back on something. She's usually the one that reflects on a loss in love. So this is, I'm getting the over-idealistic nature of the emotions of the cups. So don't be over-idealistic in what you're thinking. Know what you're about to take on. There's a second chance coming in. There's synchronicity coming in. So yeah, I think it's going to be a very good move for you. And yeah, I think you get hired on this. Don't make it be something that was of the past. It's not meant to do that. That's what I'm getting here. Now, what do we see here? We're seeing the 10 of Cups and then the 9 of Coins. Yeah, this is very interesting. It feels like the happy ever after. So as ideal as it sounds, it might have some energy where over idealizing it doesn't serve, but it's going to have like 8 out of the 10 things in your boxes that you would want to tick off. That's what it feels like. The 8 of Coins is coming in here. This is second nature. This is work. This is, you've worked so hard that you can do it easy, like almost in your sleep. This is the card of mastery coming through. That's what I'm seeing here. This can be really quite good for you. Now I want to see what else is going on. We're going to take the same deck, second deck. You know how I like to do. Let's see what else is going on here. What else does she need to know going forward? I'm getting know this, know this, know this. And I'm getting it very insistently coming through. Know this, know this, know this. So give me a second to take this in. We got the Queen of Coins, the Judgment. Again, this is a second chance coming up. Hangman is coming through again. This is why I like to do duplicate decks, because we see the duplicate imagery. It is like you've fallen down the rabbit hole in some kind of way. You're tumbling, tumbling, tumbling. Things are connected in the web, on the web. Things are interconnected. Mind your tongue. This is like, be practical, be aware of what you're speaking and to whom. Don't speak anything that you wouldn't want getting back to the original person. You can still say and be very discerning and pragmatic about a thing if asked about someone else, but be choosy in your words. Be practical in your choices and how you're spending your time. Second chance coming through here with the Judgment card. Be very true to yourself. And don't be afraid to toot your own horn on this one. Don't be afraid to say what it is that you want. Say what it is that you think is going to be straight up truth. Don't play it down. Don't play small. This is what's coming here. When somebody asks you, can you handle this? If you can handle it, hell yeah. Yeah, I got that. Don't play it small. Okay, what else is coming up that you need to know? You need to know. These three coming through. The 9 of Wands, a little bit of defending, defending, defending. The Ace of Swords, and this is much busyness on the Ace of Swords. Very, very interesting. So the 9 of Wands is defending, defending, and holding your ground. A little bit of weariness, a little bit of battle worn, that kind of thing. A little bit of battle fatigue, but it's complete. It's done. You've defended what you need to defend with the 7 of Wands. That kind of energy. With the 9, you're holding your ground, you're holding ground. The Ace of Swords, this is the truth coming through in a big, big way. Now we have the Sword of Truth coming in a little bit earlier. But what is this about? Again, this is something where there's busy, busy energy. It's almost like these blades, it's like almost trying to show us motion. Why are we having the truth in motion? What does she need to know about this? Hold your ground. The truth is in motion. Somebody may be saying something that needs a little bit of modification, a little bit of adjustment so you can get clarity about something going forward. This is something very interesting. What do we got here? Lucy's in the house. Lucy's one of my guides, and she's saying, speak your truth very clearly. Succinctly is the word that's coming through, succinctly. And again, the reference to this other set of cards where it's saying, don't play it small, don't play it small. This is important for you. It's time to open the door with this succinct truth. 2 of Pentacles. There's a little bit of balancing that has to happen before this door opens. Now, what else happens in here? I want to see just a little bit from the previous deck. So basically, know what it is that you bring the value. Don't be afraid to honor that. Don't be afraid to speak up, speak for yourself. Then say it succinctly. Clearly let them know what you bring forward and can offer. This is huge. Ace of Cups. There is emotional truth that is coming through in a big, big way for you. Really big. This is an opportunity. This is where the opportunity kicks in super strong. There's an emotional wealth and an emotional gift in this offering. This is the something that you have done. You've known second nature. This is where that happy ever after energy comes in. There's an emotional gift coming forward in this offering. Take the opportunity. It feels like, yes, you will get hired for this job. You will get the position. Yes, it will bring you fulfillment, but there needs to be a little bit of realism about what it is that you're actually there to do and the value that you bring towards it. And don't underplay that one bit. Anything else? Woo! Ha, ha, ha. Oh, okay. Look, got the duplicate. I say anything else. What's crossing that? And here we have her again. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is very much know your worth. Know your worth. You understand exactly what's in the pantry. This is the one that turns the tumbleweed to the Christmas tree. Not everyone can do that. Some people can talk about it, but not everyone can do it. Not everybody pulls the components together in such a way that it creates beauty or adds value. You do. You very, very much do. And the Knight of Swords. That's just the truth of it. This is the Eight of Swords, but I'm getting the Knight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is usually about the limiting beliefs, and what I'm getting here, it's almost like she's at this point of bursting through, bursting through, bursting through. Let go of the limiting beliefs about what you can't do. Know what you can. You don't have to oversell a thing. You just know that you can. You have a gift to do it, so it's not a wrong thing to offer it. To get well compensated for it, well paid, and to honor it is huge. You have this Eight of Swords, Eight of Coins, and it feels like the Knight of Swords energy is here, wanting you to ride forward bravely, bravely. It may even feel a little bit reckless to you, but ride forward bravely with the truth. That's what I've got. That's huge. That's what I've got. That's complete. Good luck on that. Oh gosh, I'm hoping I'm right. That is great stuff. Yeah, be confident in what you're presenting. When you know to do a thing, do it. So that's what I've got for you. All right. Hi guys, I didn't do my commercial. This is what I'm doing here. I'm going to quickly do the commercial. We're like way in the thick of it, so let's just get to it. $20 is for the blind reading. $30 is for the year ahead. You don't ask questions on that. No questions. I just bring you what comes through. So that's for the blind or the year ahead. And the year ahead, you don't ask questions. I just do 2 in the middle and all the way around, see what's going on, and clarifiers along the way. If you want to ask a question for a tarot mini, is $30. That's 7 to 10 cards. Or $40 for a full. That's 15 to 20 cards. And I get nosy. I tend to go a few or a lot of cards over, depending. So that's what's going on. I'm always right. Oh, nobody's always right, but fingers crossed on this one. I hope I'm right on this one. So yeah, thanks, Jenica. And then the specialty reads that I have, the bones, which we did the other day, beautiful, beautiful. The crystal ball and the past lives, and that's where I incorporate tarot with those elements and do those reads. This is how you can pay me, a feisty butterfly. You guys know the drill. The E comes before the I, so double check the spelling. Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. And that is the commercial. I'm going to get some water, and we'll see who's next. Tell Kim which read you're getting and how you've paid, because she really does help me keep my head on straight. Because as you can see, when I'm lost in the cards, I'm lost in the cards. And if you see doubles like we just saw in that previous read, it's like a neon sign from the universe. So pay close attention when that happens. That's the universe trying extra hard to give you like the great big billboard. You know, like when we say, oh, I wish I had just had a sign on this, or I wish I'd just see the universe will go boom, boom, boom. Yeah, with those doubles. So anyway. Okay. All right, Kim, do we have someone next on the list? Julie Hulse. Yeah, links are in the bio. Let me hold them up again. So it's a feisty butterfly, and the E comes before the I in the word feisty. It's a little bit tricky, but Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. Venmo has the @ sign. Cash App has the $, a feisty butterfly. And then PayPal is the longest. It's a feisty butterfly at Gmail. So that's what we've got. So, whew, good. I'm going to get a little bit of air. It's warm in here. All right. Jessica, let me look. I just saw something come through. Okay. Something about finishing the VA rating. Just 1 second, sweetie. I'm looking for Jessica. When will they finish your VA rating? Okay. I will try and get a time. If a time comes through, I'll let you know. People read time a little bit differently in the land of tarot, but we're going to see what's going on. When will they get your VA rating for Jessica? We're going to Tarot Mucha. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. Very Art Nouveau. I need to get in there for Jessica. 1 second. I'm getting all kinds of references to end of summer, which that's where we're at. So, okay, hang on. All right. What I'm getting is something about end of summer going into November. There's something a little bit different going on. I'm not sure what that is. So far we have the happy answer and the star coming in later. Definitely, if we were going to take this straight off the top, it would be any time from October 17th forward. This is what we've got, the happy ever after, and then the 17th. So don't expect it before then. I don't know what's going on. End of summer is going to feel like the longest time to get through. We're going to see what else is going on for you. I want to have these cards down. We've got the happy ever after, which is the 10 of cups, and the star card, which is beautiful. Second chance for healing, hope and healing. And when it comes to like VA stuff, anything military, my ex was military, he was Navy, and it is so darn slow to get anything done. Anything. Like I once visited him on the ship and had to fill out a form in triplicate just to go pee. It was ridiculous. All right. What else is going on VA wise for you? What does Jessica need to know? We're in August. I'm telling you, I think that November is where we're at. This one comes down, and when the cards come down and they give me timestamps, they give me timestamps, and this is what I'm getting. This is waiting 3 months. This is usually in the position of the conscious and subconscious thoughts. And the subconscious is what you've been sitting in for a while. This is the conscious, the fool, trying to make the new start, wanting to make the new start. Get your ducks in a row. Get where your plans are important to you and priority to you, and then take a leap of faith. I'm not saying put yourself in a precarious situation financially, because when VA ratings and VA benefits come in, it's a little bit different. But get yourself psyched up and excited to do what is the next phase of your life going forward. Right here, we have the 10 of coins coming through. This is inheritance and legacy. And the 7 here, this is coming in as the chariot. Now, 7s, if people were just reading straight wands, they might say 7 weeks. But I'm telling you, it feels like it's more like after October 17th going into November. That's what I'm getting. I hope it's sooner. I hope they've got it right, and I hope it's sooner. That's what I'm getting coming through. The challenge is, how do you get momentum? How do you get balance in the meantime? And how do you get focused enough so you're not in this direction, that direction, and you can't harness it? This is the time to harness your energy, harness your attention, your focus, your ability in moving forward. This is something singular to you. So if you're waiting for something to happen and you're focusing only on what you're waiting upon, that's a ball buster. There's no way around it. If you're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and it feels like you can't do anything, it's going to drive you bonkers. So you need to take the leap of faith already and start doing something else while you're waiting to make this period of time go a little bit faster. What's going on here? Woohoo! King of Cups. This is in the position of you now. This is where you need to detach from something to be balanced emotionally. This is the big kahuna card. He rides the waves and does just fine. He's like king of the surfers. He knows what he's doing, knows well what he's doing. He doesn't let the emotion drive the bus. He chooses to drive the bus of emotions instead. This is in the position of you. You know how to do this. There is something about this that you sometimes feel a little disgruntled, vexed, challenged, pissed. Don't let that get the better of you. Don't let the pissed get the better of you. You sell the last of the inheritance land by September's end. That's been you. Yeah. The sword of truth is coming forward, and the hopes and fears about something ending and you're stepping through to a new portal. This is what's coming up for you. Recent past, holding on to the coins, holding on to the wealth, holding on to the coins. Now, I don't know how that relates to your situation. What I'm asking you to do is be wise in how you are stacking your coins. This person, the king of coins, he doesn't get all those king of coins, doesn't get all of them at once. And he doesn't just not know what to do with them. He's managed his time and resources wisely and well and consistently over time. Think in terms of like compounding interest. Think in very bankerly terms. I don't even know if that's a word. Bankerly terms. Think about what you can do to add to your wealth, to add to like your storage. Like, okay, say you're wanting to stock your pantry, but you can't go spend $200 on peanut butter, whatever. You might get a small can of peanut butter, add another small can of peanut butter, I guess a jars of peanut butter, can of tuna fish. You do it little at a time, little at a time, little at a time. This is what you do. So now you understand it'll be later. You'll let it go. Yeah. Whatever this is that is for you, do something in the very disciplined, slow way it will serve you because you'll know, you'll have your plan. So, okay, so say we're buying an extra can of tuna fish a week. We're saving the O Ship Fund, an extra can a week, an extra can a week. As long as you know that's the task to do, then during these next 3 months, when time is clicking along, you'll still be doing something that feels like forward motion. You'll still have a control variable in your own situation. And that's huge for you. Okay, near future, Strength card. Now, this is the card of August. This is also the card of following subtle nuances. It's also very much the card of like the fire signs in Leo and charismatic energy. And in this one, the Strength card isn't just about enduring. The Strength card isn't just about muscling something through. In fact, quite the opposite. You're not meant to muscle it through. You're meant to gently coax, and it will follow, and it will follow. So this is what she does. She tells the lion, let's go. And the lion says, okay, where you go, I'm going. This is what's coming up, this ability to move within the subtle energies. I'm getting the subtle windows of time. This is what your ability is, to move within the subtle windows of time in order to advance forward. Now, this guy is the least subtle of all. Like, this is the Page of Wands, and he's usually like, I'm here for the party, let's go. And this guy is the least subtle, but he knows where the excitement is. So what this is asking you to do is pay attention to what is exciting coming up, but also look for the subtle windows of time. I want to see what else is going on in this, because that one feels so exciting, and it feels like much delayed, been waited for, expectant energy for a long time. He wants to go. It's like the kid that wants to go to the party but doesn't have the ability to drive to get there. There is a collaboration that needs to come in, a little bit of teamwork energy, a little bit more support around you. It is like you're gathering around you. What the heck is going on with that? Okay, letting go of the heartache, and there's a period of time this month. This is something about letting go of the heartache and deception, letting go of something that's hurt the heart. Somehow the pain of the past needs to be let go of. It's not just, this doesn't mean just third-party betrayal. It also means heartache when things didn't play out like the plan that you thought in your head, that you had created. You need to let go of some of that pain in order for the heart to heal. Then this Moon card is coming in. Very, very interesting. You'll have enough illumination to go forward, but you won't have all the answers just yet. Even if you want all the answers, there's a balancing between the wild and the domestic in this card. It means there's a balancing of the two natures. There's a balancing that needs to happen here with the strength to follow the gentle nudge. And there's a balancing of two totally opposite energies in order to move forward in a spiritual way. And, you know, they say sometimes everything is political. Well, everything is also spiritual. Everything has its vibration. Everything has its truth to it, its core essence to it. It feels like once you understand that and let go of heartache, then you're going to welcome the energy that is around you to help you. Welcome whoever it is that wants to join you on the next part of the quest. What's going on here? Absolutely. Absolutely. It will be welcome. It will create relief for you. We got the 10 of coins kicking in duplicate. This is where you are now. The challenge is creating the balance before this comes in. This comes in after the world, before the page. There's something that's a breakthrough legacy thing that you're trying to do. So before you get too hung up on the literal 3D, and this is big ask. This is me asking big, easier said than done. But what this is asking you to do is look at what it is that you want to leave for your legacy. What it is that really matters for you. If money isn't a factor, what it is that matters for you. Money is always going to be a factor. So that kind of question, some people just want to... What would you like to experience and leave behind? By the time that you're checking out, moving on past, crossing over, and it's time for you to go and exit stage right, what do you want that legacy to be? Because this is a card of breakthrough, inheritance, legacy, generational wealth, and generational breakthroughs that come through with this card. And it's huge for you. This is something that is very much to do with second chances for you. This is very much to do with the happy coming through for you. Anything else? The balance is important for you. There's also a level of emotional detachment that is equally important for you. So when you overcome this heartache, it doesn't mean forget whatever happened or forgive assholes that aren't assholes. You only use forgiveness for yourself anyway. But what it means is the detachment will serve you to get out of the batshit crazy, and it will give you a little bit more key to your intuition again. You get it? You think about this often. The grandparents are getting ready to go. Gotcha. Yeah. And once our loved ones crossed over, don't doubt that you can't talk to them or that they aren't around helping. I know that sounds a little bit cheesy, but it actually is more distinct than we know, it's because we can't see with our physical eyes that we don't necessarily trust that, or we think, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they will be there. They will be there. There feels like a distinct bond with the grandparents on your side. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm getting an image of a grandpa and reaching a hand and holding the hand. So I don't know if this is a reference to way back when you were a young child. It's a wanting to teach, a wanting to teach. It's the grandpa that is crouching down, pointing out something small to like somebody that's like preschool age or even younger, really, really small. The grandparent gig is one of the best gigs in the world. I mean, it's so fun to do the grandparent thing. And this is something, there's a lesson that is coming through. It will come through later. It'll come through later for you. But yeah, that's the imagery that wanted to come forward. Okay, so that's what I got. Okay, Vita, you sent payment through PayPal for a full. Okay, all right, give me just a second and I can check on that and get some water, most importantly. Okay. Goodness sakes. Holy moly. I get thirsty, guys. I really, really do. All right. Let's see what we got. Vita, I see your payment. I don't see your question. So if you have a specific question, could you let me know? And if you guys will let Kim know what kind of payment and what kind of app to check, that's easy to do. But she really does help me keep my head on straight. So we'll see what's going on with that. So, oh, hang on. My messages are behind. So sorry. Ah, come on, you. Let me get this little thing. Sometimes it helps. Okay. Next is Julie for the blind. Okay. All right. Julie for the blind. And then we go to Vita. Oh, thanks, Jen. Thanks. Okay. Okay. We're going to go to Julie next, and Kim's going to keep me on track. I'm telling you guys, we get going. It's like, ah! Julie for the blind. Julie, this is different. We're going into the Enchanted Dreamer and the Rumi Oracle. Why are we going here? I don't know. Okay, let's go down. Hang on. This is Julie's blind. There's a little bit of a skipping energy, a little bit of a wanting to skip, a little bit of delight, almost like when a kid's afraid to go skipping down the sidewalk, they're just kind of trying to not be observed. There's a little hesitation, but there's so much happy that you want to skip. That's very interesting. What's going on with this? We've got transformation, open mind, and turn over a new leaf. Turn over a new page. What am I getting? I'm getting something like maple leaves that fall, like when school comes back to school starts and leaves start falling from the trees. There's a sound that's coming through like the crunch of those leaves. So if you're skipping and playing in the leaves as a young child, this is what's coming through. Open the mind transformation. Understanding cycles and seasons is coming through. What is going on here? Wow. Okay, we're getting Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball coming through here. This is a cycle and season that you're kind of a little bit reluctant to embrace, a little bit of reluctant to just go in. And this is super exciting. This is like going in like a wrecking ball. Something's coming in. When the leaves fall, when the fall is definitely there, there's more crisp and crunch. So it's going to be a little bit of time. But be ready for the transformation. Be ready to open a new page of your book. You're starting a new chapter. Keep your mind open. Keep your heart open. A balanced life is coming in. So the hard push of whatever it is that feels like you can't make any progress in August is going to be that in September you're making more progress. And as you head towards the beginning, early October, end of September, this is when I'm feeling those crunchy leaves coming through. Now I want to see in this one. This is so beautiful. And the good tarot like this one also reads very, very oracle. So give me just a second. Wow. Okay. High Priestess energy coming in. Huge. Crown coming in. Lots of blue crown coming in. This is definitely showing me end of September. This is something, A sapphire truth is coming in. This is something that's a gem of a truth. It's deep and profound, like the waters that would be, dive into the blue depths of the waters. High Priestess truth is coming in huge, huge, huge. Seven of Cups, there's a choice that will be made. Many options and offers. There's more than one choice that needs, there's more than one offer that needs to be accepted, more than one thing going on. Often I'll tell people to just take 2 cups because you have 2 hands. In this particular case, it feels like 3 things that you're receiving, being offered to you, and you're receiving 3. Don't procrastinate. Just choose the top 3 things, the 3 priorities that are important to you. It's coming through, coming through. This is below the surface, below the water. Oh, below the surface, below the water, into the caverns you go. Pay close attention to anything that is a reference to caverns. I'm getting the show Splash from like the early 80s. It's like where she's the mermaid and she's the fish out of water for a while. You need to go back the other direction. You will be able to breathe through whatever this time is. There's a cycle and a seasoning, things opening up. It's like, just give me a second. I'm following her under the caverns. She is very much under the main. See, this is really Aegean. I don't know what's going on with that. There's something Aegean that it'd be worth you to look the history, to check through the book, under the water, in the cavern. There's something I'm being shown this cavern, and like this almost is like storybook imagery, but it's movie. It's under this cavern. Then there's this chest that you would open, this chest that has the book that you open. This is where the pearls and knowledge and wisdom are for you. Something about the Aegean history, something, I don't know if that's close to Greece. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. There's sacred temples, Aegean energy. This is something coming through. Follow Persephone's path for a moment. 5 of Pentacles. This is a separation, a period of time where you have to go on a separate spiritual quest. You might have some beautiful shadow work. You know, we think of shadow work, we think hard and heavy and deep and whatever. This feels like beautiful retrieval of shadow work energy. And it feels like it will come as an epiphany as you read through this old story, this old book. There's something that you thought, why couldn't I do this? Why couldn't I do this? Why couldn't I do this in life? Yet the answer in the book tells you that you've already done it, and it's not your spot to be doing this in life. Knowing this, that you've already done this, is enough to let you complete the cycle and go to what you are meant to be doing in this life. It's not like it's been a misplaced thing or a misplaced desire of the heart. The desire is there as an echo that reverberates through. The gift will come in the balancing, the scales is coming through. This is the 6 of Coins. I want to see this a little bit more. A chorus, a Greek chorus. You're getting a lot of Aegean and Greek and chorus, and I would go to the Greek myths a little bit more. Persephone's myth is partly what you need to know, but there's also something about the beauty that is opening the, okay, yes. It took me a minute. There is all these butterflies in this, and if you look into one of my Teethkecker decks, the Tarot Apocalypsis, shows Pandora the All-Gifted. If you look up that card in Google, you'll see it. It's beautiful. You're opening a box that has the good and the bad, the pros and the cons, everything coming through as the assets, everything coming through differently. There's 3 things that you need to be aware of to do. The High Priestess is going to help guide you. The Strength card is also here. This is gorgeous. I mean, look at the fierceness right here. Look at that fierceness. And there's the Lion, and then there's this gentleness. There is a little bit of guidance, and it is Silver Moon guidance, with tonight being the blue moon. I would understand very clearly, and I would look it up. Tonight's blue moon is something you set into motion, and then look for when the next one is and make your time frame and your plan accordingly. And it feels like it's over a year from now. It's out there a ways. But the strength and the subtle things that you want to do in the meantime, in the between time, important for you. Heart space energy coming through quite big on this. What else? Imagination is coming through strongly, and it says, draw from the well of your own capabilities. Draw from the well. We're getting all kinds of watery references to you. The Artist at the Well, or the Well card from the Ethereal Tarot, is also one that you could look at. It's like you need to go there and go there and go there to your sacred space, to the depths. This is important for you. There's something that is an emotional reconnection that's huge for you. That's what I've got. Go to the well. When you feel confused, go to the well. There is a place that you can go that is very, very, it feels like it's a meditative, mythological space that you've lived before, but you remember it as if it's your imagination now. That's what's come through. That's complete. That's absolutely beautiful. It's a stunner. I love that for you. And that was the Enchanted Dreams Tarot and the Rumi Oracle. All right. Let me see what else I've got for the messages. 1 second. All right. Come on, you goofy thing. Why isn't it letting the messages go? Sorry, guys. All right. Okay. The next is Vita. And Vita, did you have a question for your full? Yeah, you do need that. Yeah. Okay. Where Julie, the things that I got in there is Aegean, like Aegean Sea, and like Greek or Greek Isles, like Greece, the country. And I don't know how far back historically we're going, but quite a ways, quite a ways. Yeah. Yeah. And maybe Crete. I don't know what that's about, but you'll know, you'll look, if you start flipping through some of these things, you will know this space because it will be clearly a space that you remember. So that's what we've got. Okay, Vita, full. Maybe home or finance. Okay, Vita, hang on for 1 second. We're going to the Sasa Rabito. I haven't been there for a while. Yay, okay. We're going to the Sasa Rabito Tarot for Vita. Home and finance. I want 2 categories of this. I'm going to flip these so you can see down. Flip this down so you can see. We're going to home first, and then we're going to see how finances is woven through. This is really a weird one. It's like somebody's doing a counted cross stitch or a cross stitch pattern, and I'm looking at the back of what's been sewn, and it's a hot mess, honey. It's here and there and here and there, and big jumps and loops. And if you flip over all of these things that are the stitching, the back of the stitching is crazy. Okay, let's look for home. There's a lot of energy, a little bit of chaos would barely cover it. A lot of demand on you right now, home and finance. A lot of demand at the home. Let's see what's going on. Home, home, home. These won't lay out in a clear 10. They won't lay out in a pattern at all. They're going to lay out all in a pattern. Jeez Louise, holy smokes. They're laying out in V-stitches. V-stitches, a reference to flying geese. Whatever the V-stitch, that's the pattern. Wherever it goes, however it bounces. Okay, we're going to take a look here. We're going through here and swirling up back. So if you can see, it's going like this way and then loops back here and then up here. So what we're seeing here at home, we've got the desire for teamwork, but something that someone is feeling a little bit lost and they're having a hard time pivoting, a hard time shifting. The desire for teamwork, for coming together. Somebody is not feeling seen. Somebody is feeling like they're doing a lot to cooperate. These are 2 separate somebodies here. The third somebody, I'm not sure. This one feels very distinctly sad about what they can't have, sad about what they can't do, a lot of sorrow going on, carrying a little more sorrow than they're actually showing. And teamwork needs to come in. It feels like a third person is yet to come to create more teamwork going forward. This is home front, home front. 7 of Cups. Can't have it all. Living in the fantasy land. Having trouble implementing things. Having trouble getting the work done. Somebody needs to hold a boundary. There needs to be a bribe. This is what I'm getting. There needs to be a bribe, and rather than an axe, you need a hammer. Okay. So what I'm getting on this, how to explain. All right, when my son was really, really small, he loved chocolate milk, so that was the bribe to get him to do the good things. The behavior modification, call it what it is. It's a bribe. So, son, if you want to watch Scooby-Doo, or if you want to watch Scooby-Doo and have chocolate milk, you need to do blah, blah, blah first. And if you can't get that done, then that's not happening. There's the bribe and the hammer. This is showing an axe because it needs to be done repetitively. But what this is you need to be clear about what the parameters are. The 7 of Wands is all about boundaries. Then the 7 of Cups, all about illusions. So you need to know if it's carrot or stick that works best with this particular situation in the home. You'll know. But this is what it is. It's just behavior modification. It's either a bribe or it's a penalty. And those are not fun, but this is what you need to know. If you're the one under the illusion, if you're the one that's feeling left out and not wanting to move forward in the home front, what is the really pretty idea that you're not actually doing? What are you procrastinating about? This is something going on. It's 7s and 7s. There's either going to be work energy to move forward or daydreaming. It's up to you. You can choose. Going forward here, we have death in the moon. Now, with that card of grieving that has come up that I showed you over here, and this death, sometimes that would come up in a read when somebody really has been lost or somebody you love dearly has passed away, that kind of thing. Equally so, this can be something that is a part of what you've been able to do that you have to set down now. You have to set down that part of you for a period of time. And that feels like the more accurate. It feels like you are saying goodbye to a part of yourself that you enjoyed a lot, but now you have to kind of nose to the grindstone right now. You have to get to work to set about the work, and part of you doesn't want to do it. Part of you doesn't want the hard work that lays ahead. Chop wood, carry water. Chop wood, carry water. Know what it is that is your daily tasks to do. Know what is the reward for you. The home front, you can't do it all at once, but you need to be able to do what you can do. Now the moon's coming up on this. It's going to be a tricky month, and this feels like it is giving me a solid 4 weeks. There's some kind of illusionary time for the next 4 weeks coming up about this. Let's go down again. We've got the 7 of Cups here. We've got these two that came out juxtaposed here. Then we went over here, looping up here. We have the 3 of Cups. There will be celebration energy, and really following the intuitive nudge is really important for you. This is the Strength card. We've seen a lot of that Strength card recently. There is something going on. Now this feels like a secret you told yourself a long time ago. Listen to the whisper of your heart. Listen to the whispers around you. This doesn't feel like a bad secret. This feels like a mystery that's unfolding. The universe trying to give you a secret to how you can have success and to celebrate yourself a little bit more. This is the card when you see the 3 of Cups. I call that learning to be celebrated rather than tolerated. Be with those that are your soul tribe. Be with those that lift a glass to you. It doesn't mean you can party all the time or overindulge all the time. And the devil down here is telling you there needs to be more of a balancing about what is this partying with friends and then the work that needs to be done. When we come back down this way, woo, sorry, there's that devil. And then here we have the King of Coins. Hopefully you can see that well. Hopefully my nails aren't in the way. Somebody in your purview, I don't know if that's the right word, somebody in your atmosphere, in your environment, is very focused on money, measures by money, only concerned with money. And that's not how it actually stacks up. There is time and resources that need to be stacked up, accrued, invested, and honored. It feels like there might be a little bit of taken for grantedness. And it feels like if you're going to have that shift, you need to set a boundary first. Honor what it is when it's time to work, to do the work, to do the work, to do the work. Then honor what it is to go forward. You do contribute in a way bigger than you know. The finances don't feel like they're clearing up right away, but the measurement, and always having the measure by an increment of money is a false measure. Okay, going forward. The Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles. There's something out of balance and out of whack with this. There's somebody setting up the rules, but you're being the worker bee, and I'm not loving that. This is getting us shifting from the home front into the finance area. I want to see more what's going on. We're going to leave these cards down here. I'm going to flip this down. But it feels like you're being, maybe not overworked, but asked to do, to solve. It feels out of balance, feels out of whack. All right. Same deck, second deck. Let's see what's coming up through here. We're going to see what's dotting through here. Here. 5 more cards. Hang on. What's dotting? Here. Woo. Woohoo. These 2 want to come here. 3 want to come here. And here. Okay. All right. What we're seeing is the 2 of Swords, the choice that needs to be made. The 2 of Swords is important for you. This is choices. A decision needs to be made. It needs to be more emotionally based. Now, I'm saying based, not driven. So just because you're feeling so pissed or just because you're feeling so lovey doesn't mean that has to drive it, but it needs to be accounted for. The way that your emotions are trying to clue you in cannot be putting yourself in fantasy land and putting yourself in the place of myth or procrastinating the real emotion of something. This Chariot wants to go forward in a big, big way. This is huge. This is a break free. And sometimes we see the Chariot, one horse is going this way, one horse is going this way, nobody's going anywhere. It needs harnessed in over to go forward. I'm getting Queen, I Want to Break Free song. This is coming a lot. You feel like you're a little bit root bound, homebound, structured, penned in. I want to break free. You need to do what it is so your time increments can be valued by yourself first and foremost, and then your playful increments can also be valued so your time can be spent there. Now we go up this way, and what do we get? Double devil. I don't love this. Double devil. Being taken for granted is the lesson that's really tricky. Being tolerated is something you put up with for too long. And as far as the money goes, it slows you down. It makes you underestimate what your value is. Let's see what's going on else here. How do we beat the devil? Queen of Pentacles is coming up over here. She's the one all about the self-worth, knowing her value, knowing that she turns that tumbleweed to the Christmas tree, knowing she can take whatever she's given and make something beautiful out of it, knowing that she is very aware of the resources. She knows exactly how much money it takes to run a household, exactly how much the school supplies are, exactly how much the electric bill is, exactly. She knows her P's and Q's as well as the king does. She knows what she knows, what she knows. She might know it even better. The increments of money and time that stack up are important. You need to have it down, know it, like have it written down, know it, honor it, honor what part you play in this, honor your role in this. Two of Wands is coming up, and like it's almost like there's some smoke signals of life outside you need to move towards. It's like is there life out there? Is this one? And it's usually seen, this Two of Wands is usually seen with one bolted to the castle wall and then one that's in the hand, and the person has the globe in their hand, the wand that's bolted to the wall and the wand in their hand. There means to be a plan, steps to take to move forward. It is like the universe is trying to send smoke signals to you. You're trying to get these messages, Write this down. When you see, like if you were to do a ledger and say that you spent, I don't know, X amount at the craft store, X amount at the school supply shopping, X amount of the household goods, X amount of this or that. You're not adding up your ledger in a correct way. You're not seeing where you're disproportionately spending energy for everyone else, and then you feel drained. And it's time to actually see that ledger for what it is. See it in the written form. Get the knowledge, the painful knowledge. If you're spending too much in a wrong way, wrong for your soul, not wrong by anybody else's measure or judgment, wrong for your soul, it will offend your heart. It'll be like, fuck, why am I spending so much money taking those kids to McDonald's and I haven't spent money on taking myself out to dinner? That kind of thing. You will see. You will see. I give you the metaphors as a way to give you a little bit of ease in looking at it. It doesn't have to be heavy. There can be a lightening up, a rebalancing, a recalibration that happens. It will happen a little easier. Yes. And then going forward, taking care of yourself is a huge thing. The Hermit wants to go forward. And this is coming up right under the Knight of Pentacles and the Emperor. The Hermit has soul growth to do. You matter, you matter, you matter is what's coming through. You must take the time for your own solitude, for your own self, for your own, sometimes people call it self-care, but I'm saying solitude. You just need to have a breath to get your brain on straight where you're not feeling like you're under the thumb of someone else, not just being the worker bee under the Emperor. There needs to be a different balance, a different way of calibrating, and the money will flow a little easier once you know what that is and make the adjustments accordingly. Now I want to look in one more deck. What else does she need to know at the heart of this whole thing? It really is a choice that you need to make first. And it really is up to you more than you realize. The choice and the truth that you need to make first. Be careful about your communication. You've observed this long enough. This one is the time where it's protected. You've seen things, you've witnessed things, you've observed. The communication might be a little harsh. So you need to mind how you say this. Get on the paper your thoughts about what it is and the resources that's happening. So get the resources written down. Then write what your thoughts are, where you'd like to see changes and adjustments. Get very clear mentally for yourself before you speak this, because no reason to have an unnecessary fight because you're still trying to figure it out and you're still emotionally attached to the shift you want to make, but you haven't created the way forward. Do this first for self, then have the conversation. Anything else? Queen of Cups. Okay. Beautiful, beautifully embracing the dream. She's the one that knows the value of something that is lost. Now, we saw the loss here. We saw the death card here in some kind of role you play. She knows the sacrifice that is made. She knows the value of what it is that has been lost. And she knows how to dream again. And she remembers to dream again. This is the thing that you're being asked to do. To dream for yourself again is important. Shift the resources how you can. Does it feel like you're having a huge windfall of money? Am I seeing dun-da-da, money, money, money everywhere? No, I'm not. What I'm seeing is a way you calibrate the budget, the way you define what is need, the way you take care of what you need to take care of, it needs to be more priority to you. And moving forward, when you honor the little things that help you get solitude, time to yourself, time to think, time to feel like you're connected, it won't feel like, what's going on? I'm stuck, stuck, stuck. You'll start participating, engaging a little bit differently. You're not only bound by somebody else's rule, and you're not meant to be put on the sacrificial altar to just work, 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 and never have joy for yourself. Carve out the time. Carve out the time. Your own behavior needs modified as much as anybody else's does. So carve out the time for yourself. Figure out what is the hammer for you, right? What is the hammer? What is the axe? Figure out what it is that creates this balance. So it doesn't just feel like, oh, fuck, another day. No, you need to have reason to celebrate in each day, something to look forward to, a little bit more excitement. And it's not selfish or wrong to plan that in there for yourself. You cannot spread yourself, like everybody gets 24 hours. That's all you get, right? Everybody has the same amount of hours in the day. Spreading yourself too thin, that's not some great, huge sacrifice that you do on somebody else's behalf. That's a con job on putting off your own happiness, putting off the things that serve you better and well. And when you serve yourself first, then you can serve others better. When you serve yourself first, when you delight yourself first, there's much more happy to go around, and it dials down sometimes bitterness, resentment, or it just makes the work that needs to be done in the day a lot more manageable. That's what I've got for you. That feels very complete. Wow, that was big, honey, big. A lot of preaching. So you know where this applies. You do know. So you apply it how you see fit. You're doing the best you know how. All right. Let me see what else is going on. I think I'm behind the scroll for a minute. Let me see. That was huge. Thank you. You're welcome, honey. You are welcome. So welcome. It's going to be okay. It really, really is. Yeah, I think the list is clear as far as I know, too. So let me get some water, and we'll do a collective, and then we'll see what else we want to do. I'll do the commercial real quick, too. Okay, here's the commercial. This is what we're doing, guys. This is what's going on for today. You guys know the drill. We're going to go into the collective. If you have any questions or want to pay for a read or whatever, let Kim know. The collective is coming through. Hang on. We're going to the Line Strider Tarot. I don't know why. Wow. Okay. So Lucy's in the house, and she just tossed the sidewalk chalk to Nell. So Lucy and Nell are some of the guides. You guys know this. And we're in the Line Strider Tarot, and she just tossed the chalk to Nell. What's up? Nell is in the house. She's sketching furiously. What are you trying to sketch? She's saying, I'm drawing it. You'll see it in your cards. I'm drawing it. You'll see it in the cards. Pastel, pastel, passionate color, pastel, pastel. Pigment deep, too much pigment, pigment deep ruins the picture. Not just one color. Blue, 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 everything blue, not so good for you. You need many pigment. Wash away, wash away. She's trying to, okay, yes? She's trying to tell us to diffuse some of the pigment, which she's using, pigment, emotion. Too much emotion, too much of one emotion is no good. No good. Okay, all right. She's busy. No, you are too fast. She's hopping around, and she's where her rock is usually the river. And as she's been drawing, she's drawing in her own sidewalk. She's drawing in her own sidewalk and then drawing upon the sidewalk with all these pigments, all these chalks. And she's stomping like she usually splashes, but she's stomping on the sidewalk. And it doesn't delight her at all. There's just too much work, too much form, too much in cement, too much hardness. Hard mud, too much hard mud, too much. She's wanting us to slow down a little bit. The pigment, the intensity needs slowed down. There needs to be a softening. Thank you. The softening around the edges, a softening around the lines. We're in the line strider now. Okay. I think I got it now. She's sitting down now. She's waiting for us. We have to catch up to Nell today. Okay. What do you got now? Line strider tarot. The Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, the Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and Two of Wands. These are the big energies coming up right now. There is a change in the cycle. The higher self is being called forward. There is a second chance or the revolution of the wheel that's bringing up something that needs to be lifted up and elevated, while other things need to go into the past. They need to pass and go away. This is happening right now. This is how the line strider draws it. Now, you guys know the traditional imagery where you see the wheel, or you see, some people consider it the devil on the wheel or Anubis on the wheel. But the time for something that is fiery temperament needs to be mellowed. There needs to be more blue, not an overuse of blue, not an overuse of red. More blue in the gentler way. Like a pastel or baby blue. Can you help me with this now? She is showing pastel baby blue. There's this like a blue blanket wrapped around the baby, wrapped around the little children. There's something that she's telling us as if we were to baby ourselves and treat those with care and kindness around us. It's important. The pastel blue is coming through. It's also the powder blue that you will see on skiers' clothes when they slalom down the slopes. Yeah, she's showing me powder blue skiing down the slopes. She's asking for this to be easy. She's asking for a little bit more flow so the downhill can be there. Yeah, this is a higher calling for us to do this. The Four of Pentacles, holding on to the blue. It's important. This blue cooling, calming energy needs to be there. There is joy. There's little mice at work right now. No, not Lenormand mice. She's telling me, dismiss the Lenormand definition where the mice take away. Little mice at work. Cinderella's mice. Yes, thank you. Yes. Cinderella's mice. If you think of Cinderella, the story of Cinderella, and how the mice help her prepare for the ball. Cinderella's mice are at work. Many Cinderella's mice. We can be the Cinderella's mice for others. Very much. Yes. Yeah, I'm getting that goofy mouse, the fat mouse in Cinderella. Yeah, I don't know, the Cinderella song. Yeah, bringing things together. It's showing me this fat mouse moving around, and then it's showing me this strand of beads being put together again. It's when they help her. Yeah, Gus, that's right. Kristen, that's right, Gus. When they help her get ready for the ball, bringing things together, little pieces, little things at a time. There are helpers around. And when we can help, whether we're like giving somebody the parking spot because we're both there at the same time, when we're yielding to traffic and letting them in, even though they kind of like cut us off, if you can extend more kindness, be like, yeah, go right ahead and do it in a way that's kind. It helps. There is these random acts of kindness that do stack up, do help change the energetic flow of things, help cool tempers, help kindness be brought in. The scent that comes in, there's a very... There's something about hydrangeas and the scent. Also, sometimes lilacs will come in, these full flowers, these little tiny flowers. And the forget-me-nots that come in. People don't want to be forgotten. They want to be remembered. They want to know they matter. They want to know they're important. We're here to offer hope and support for each other. This is the thing we can do, to offer gifts for each other. It's huge. The Two of Wands. There's a lot of people that aren't sure exactly their place in the world, aren't sure exactly where they fit. We've seen this earlier. We saw it just previously in the other read. There's a lot of people going through this similar lesson. Where is home? And not sure where they fit, not sure how to fit. There can be a welcome return. Nails down off the rock, splashing now. Washing the sidewalk and the stiffness away. washing the old concrete away. And the colors are being infused in the water. It's like she's dropping the chalks into the water. There is more color in the water. There is more vibrance in the emotional flow because of this. Anything else? There is a suspension, a pause of time, and a willing sacrifice. A new perspective is coming through. And look at the blue in here. Look at the striping there. There is a willing sacrifice of time. There is a change. Some people will be hung up, strung up, paused. There will be paused on what needs to be less fierce. What needs to settle down. There will be pause on that. Anything else? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is coming through almost like a Lady Justice. She's saying, cut the shit. Time to grow the fuck up. Time to do what needs done. Now she comes through, and all of these cards down here, we're seeing so much blue, blue, a little bit of yellow here, more blue. There needs to be some joy. There needs to be some happy. There needs to be some kindness. And there needs to be something that is justice about the truth. It's time to honor what that is. Looking out for each other, but not at the expense of self, is important. And what is fair needs to be recognized. What's fair is fair, and that's just how it is. Lady Justice is coming through, honoring the truth, being in integrity with yourself, being in integrity with your higher self. It's huge right now. Anything else? What do we need to know in this day? Lucy and Nell are tossing chalk back and forth, almost like two jugglers on the stage, tossing and tossing and tossing and receiving and giving and receiving and giving and receiving, giving and receiving, this tossing and tossing. What else? Is there a card that we can show for this? The Star and the King of Pentacles. Sharing the abundance and also sharing the healing elixir. That means there's hope and healing. It's time to dream again. It's time to have hope again. And there is more abundance for all concerned. This is something where wisdom comes through and creates more abundance. This is huge for us. Let the kindness lead. Take care of your own needs that you need to have. Take care of your own. Offer kindness to others. But understand that people will learn at their own pace. And let hope be abundant in your heart again. This is what's going to create more fairness for everyone around in the situation. We can't always have what we think is fair, but we can take care of what is need and offer what we can. Do what you can when you can. This is the lesson that's coming through today. Your higher self is going to assist you on this. So if you can extend some kindness to the random stranger, random acts of kindness, they add up in a big way. So if everyone in this room did one random act of kindness and it inspired even just one other to do an act of kindness, that would be pretty huge. And it ripples out endlessly. This is something that we need to remember. We need to remember our power to do that. That's what I've got. That feels very complete. Yeah, they're complete. They're stepping back now. So yeah, that's what I've got. Okay, let me get some water and we'll see what's going on. I don't know if anybody else is on the list or anybody else has come through. It may still be clear, and if it is, maybe I'll go get some other stuff handled. We'll see. We've got a little bit of time. I'm not off the hook yet. Okay. I'm getting a distinct Marchetti deck to go to, and it's the Tarot Grand Lux. Let's see what's going on with this. I don't know what the imagery is or who this is for. Why am I getting this? A line of 5. There is a lot of crazy going on. Some people are really batshit. They're not honoring the subtle ripples. And there is a lot of swing power. It feels like the divine masculine is trying to make room for the divine feminine. And the toxic masculine is needing to shift. And it's stirring shit and being a little bit batshit. Just FYI. The information's there. King of Swords. There's something that where the truth is planned. There's something that's coming through that is understanding and knowledge of the truth. It's fully seen, fully understood. Understand that the toxic masculine, some people call it patriarchy without trying to get too political here, that is being let go. It doesn't mean there's no more masculine in the world. It means the divine masculine is trying to teach and step in a different way. The King of Swords is coming through. The Queen of Swords came through on that last one. The King of Swords is also here. There's something very, very important to be celebrated. You know how we were getting that Cinderella imagery before. Look at what we got here. To me, this is very Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, fairy tale type of energy that's coming in. And what this is about is this hope to celebrate, this looking for friendship, this offering the hand of friendship to others is important. It is letting us know also that there is something going on that is bigger and beyond us than what we would see. We wouldn't believe it was true if they told us. If somebody said, yeah, actually aliens are here on the planet helping you, you'd be like, oh, really? What have you been smoking today? Or if somebody said, yeah, the angels are here and they've been here for the last 3 months working on blah, blah, blah project, we would like not believe it. Can you imagine the animals that are in the zoo and the zookeepers tell them, okay, they're doing something, and maybe there's one animal that's brand new in the zoo that doesn't know what's going on, and it's like, no, there aren't people coming just to see us. We're not that cool. We're not that important. Yeah. The zoo analogy, I know some people get really uptight about this. Okay. What I'm getting is there is influences, call it angels, call it aliens, call it galactics, call it whatever. They are observing and lending a hand and helping. Just like we are being asked to be the little Gus, the little helpers. They've also been gathered. There is something big going, big forces at work, big goings on. There's a certain level of pride in how well we're doing, whether we realize it or not. Don't be discouraged in the doing good right now. We're doing quite well. This King of Wands energy, the inspired leader. The inspired leader. The one that does it right, carries the truth, always carries the truth. This is what's coming through. There's a sense of return of integrity, something that's incorruptible. A news announcement, a news messaging coming through. New messaging, exciting announcements coming through. There is, we are on the crest of the wave. What else? So much happiness and contentment returning. Very, very interesting. So much happiness and contentment returning. It is like the people who are supposed to tend to the hearth, to light the fire inside the house, have figured it out. They've figured out. They're ready to have the correct flames lit. They're ready for the righteousness, the upright, upstanding, and sacredness of leading to come in a way that is true, inspiring, and exciting again. This is huge. This is a return to inspired times. Imagine if you were living on the edge or the cusp where the Dark Ages ended and then something else came in. It's kind of like that. There is something that is opening, and the Divine Feminine is already here. More and more people are waking up to this. That's wild. Anything else? No, go back to the hearth. This is where it's at. This is where it's at. There's a return of a union going on, a return of a balance coming up. That's what's going on. Don't know what it's all about. Yeah, that's complete. That's good. That's good. That's what we've got right now, guys. That's complete. So, holy moly. Yeah, that was awesome. And this is Sarah Marchetti's Grand Lux Tarot. It's one of my absolute favorites. I have 3 of them, and I just love, love, love this deck. All right. So, we're going to see if there's anything else. But if not, then I'll probably close the list for today. I'll be back on Wednesday at 11 is my plan. So, Wednesday at 11, I will be back. So, Kim, will you let me know? Is the list clear? I don't want anybody... Thanks, Edie. Okay, nothing that you know of. Okay, well, then I'm going to let you guys go for now. But I will see you back on Wednesday. So be aware, be aware. And I might show a little bit of a sneak peek of the room that I'm creating that I've been working on. I didn't know. It's like come in pieces at a time. But I might show a sneak peek on my content later for that. So we'll see if I can get to that. So, yeah, that's what I've got. All right. Thank you, everybody. Big love. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming.